Oh, hi, Dad. Hi, Amy. It's 16th of January. We're here on the USS Kitty Hawk, and I'll try to remember to get the dates on the tapes from now on. Well, first thing, of course, is I'm awfully sorry to hear about Mimi. When you first wrote the letter, I kind of suspected it. I think you kind of did also, but again, I'm very sorry. I'm sure it was very uncomfortable. So please accept my sympathy and condolence. And so, but in answer to your tape that I got from Marblehead, that was quite a surprise. The whole family was there, and you really did the impossible, getting George to talk. But it was pretty nice listening, and I'm sure if he gets that interested, he might buy something. Well, that's good. And as a matter of fact, I wrote him a letter about 3 or 4 days ago, which first one in 10 years, I guess, and I'm waiting an answer. Now maybe I'll get a tape instead. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. But it was nice to hear Uncle Bill, and well, it's too bad that Hope and the rest of the girls couldn't have been there. Let's see. Now, all the tape business looks like it's coming along. I sent this through a 2-track recorder to erase it. I sure hope it works out. I sure couldn't hear anything on mine. I checked it out a couple times before I started talking. So, well, we'll see how that works out. If this works out, I may do that every time. So, it's not that much problem. And certainly not worth the grief of a garbled tape. And now, let's see, on the notes from the last tape. Okay, on the insurance policy. Well, I know what you're talking about, and I realize that now. On this policy I have now, there's a cash reserve that you can. It's worth, I forget now. I think it was $2,200 at the end of 20 years, which is equal minus $10 to the amount that you pay into it. And what they keep it over the years, and it's worth so much each year. And they use the interest, of course, when they invest their money in whatever they do, mutual funds or something. But you always have this cash reserve on hand, and so you're not just, it's not all term insurance. I don't know if I explained that the first time. It's, for the first year, it's $30,000 insurance, and what it is, it's just a regular $20,000 life insurance policy, standard, take a loan on, have the balance in the company and everything else. But what's extra is it's a 10-year term insurance. It's just kind of tacked on the top of a decaying nature. It starts at $10,000, and after 20 years, it's worked itself down to $1,000, and then it's nothing. And that's just more or less to cover your flying years and everything. And of course, there are no benefits on that. You pay a premium, which is added into your regular premium for term insurance, and of course that's discounted because, like you say, it is term insurance. But on the other policy, I don't think I lost too much money on that because I never actually paid the agent any money, and I told him I'd start an allotment, and as you know, allotments take 3 months. I think I paid it for 2 months, and I just realized that it was costing me a fortune for not very much. And so it'll run out, and of course the agent will probably get his commission taken away. But I'm not leaving any money in there that's going to waste or anything like that. No, that was all taken care of. And let's see, I forgot to mention my last tape that your pictures that you sent look pretty sharp, and I could see that you made them from your negatives. That seemed like a pretty spiffy machine you got. I didn't know it would be quite like that. And I don't have any negatives. I'm just not quite the camera fan. I guess I ought to be. I know Susan's father gave me a movie camera the day I left, and I took a roll of film, and I guess I shot all the airplanes landing on the flight deck. And a couple pictures of Hawaii, but I'm just not the type to carry a camera around with me. So I don't know if I've mentioned this to you or is it just to Susan, but when you take moving pictures is just like recording tapes on a tape recorder. You're bound to make mistakes, and if you never get to see them, you'll probably keep on making the same mistakes, which I'm sure I'll do, because I had the film just sent to her from the processing company. So, in the good news department, I made lieutenant, kind of deep selected, but it wasn't any great achievement on my part, because apparently they're deep selecting quite a few people, and it'll be about 6 months to a year early. Should get it in June of this year before I get back. And I think they're just running out of lieutenants in the Navy and tired of JGs filling their billets, so they put a cutoff date as, for JG it was 1 January 67. Of course, I made it in December of 66, so I made it, and all my friends made it. So, like I say, there's no starring achievement on my part, but I can use the raise, and it's nice to be a lieutenant. You don't have to stand on duty so often. And, what you said, you let slip out of the bag about going to Pax River. Well, that's true, but about the boat is, of course, what I caught, and that's fine, but that's a long way away. That's at least 2 years from now, and then if it does, that's an awfully hopeful chance to get that. And I'm being optimistic, of course, and trying, but the 9 pilots a year is a pretty selective group, and if I can do that, well, it's well and fine, but I'm trying for it, but I'm sure a lot of other people are, and maybe their academic qualifications are a little better, I don't know. Well, let's see, I better turn the tape here. Another thing on that test pilot school, they have a requirement. You have to have a certain number of flight hours before you can go there, which is 1,500. And I just won't quite have that much. I'll be up in the neighborhood of 11 or 12, I figure, if everything goes right. And that's a pretty big waiver. I don't know. They say that they request or desire 1,500 hours, but if I can talk them into saying that, 1,000 hours of carrier aviation is equal to so many double 1,000 hours of P3 flying, maybe I can talk them into it. But that's up to them and up to their admission board, and I really don't know. Well, that's all I had on my list. War's going fine. I'm sure we're winning. At least we're spending more money than anybody else, I'm sure. But, I know there's some expensive airplanes around here. But Susan got a job as a substitute teacher in Beeville. Got a letter from her, and it's kind of temporary. She can keep that till June. That'll be fine. And I haven't quite got my bank statement back. Well, not a statement exactly, but I asked her to send me how we're doing in the money department so that I could start looking into the stock business. I haven't got it yet. It takes about a week to 10 days for the mail to get there and then to get back. So we'll have to wait a few more days on that. She did say she was saving upwards of better than $300 a month. Now, I kind of had mine 400. I don't know where the other 100's going, but I'm sure it's necessary. Well, maybe I should add a little more information or news before I sent the tape, but I did want to answer yours. I was kind of glad to get it. And let's see. Well, the first line period is going to be over here in about a week or so, and we get to go to the Philippines for a rest, I guess 4 or 5 days. And I got a diving trip planned. I'm still pretty keen on that. I like that. I brought some equipment with me. I might buy a few more things over here. They accept that flippers and stuff are just as expensive over here as they are in anywhere else. Well, again, it looks like I'm running out of things to say. I just wanted to get the tape off. We're working nights now, and kind of upsets your schedule, so I have a few hours off this afternoon, and I thought I'd get this tape out. I did use one of the tapes you sent me. Now we have a couple extras, and I sent Susan a tape, first one, and that's a little tougher than I thought. You know,
I'm getting pretty good at that. Well, not good, but I mean, it's pretty easy just to sit and talk now. But when I first started over a tape, I had to sit and think of things to say. And of course, you have to, be pleasant and sweet, I guess. So that was a new experience. Well, I'm waiting for one from her now. I think she mentioned earlier that her father's tape recorder needed to be repaired. And I've been looking into some, you'll like this. I've been looking into some electronics gear over in Japan mostly. They have some big FM multiplex tuners that I can plug into my tape recorder and make it all the louder. But I don't know if you can hear it any better. And I hope this doesn't start wearing out. I've been using it pretty regular now for 3 years, and right now it's not working very well for recording music on it. I'm going to have to get it repaired. And if it starts costing too much to repair it, I just may buy another tape deck without an amplifier in it, because I'm going to bet this tuner can work as an amplifier. And then I've got to get some big speakers so I can make more noise than the people next door in my new apartment house, I suppose. But there are times when you got to have the music up. So that's about all I can think of now, Dad. Things going pretty well. Right now, I don't know if, I can't remember. I remember the last tape I made, I had to do it twice because my recorder really wasn't working. We're fighters now, and if I didn't explain it, I'll do it right now. We kind of cut the line period in half here while we're out here. We have another F4 squadron on the boat, and they're half the line period were bombers and half the line period were fighters. And when you're bombers, they have to hang bomb racks all over the airplane, and it slows you down, and you carry a lot of bombs and go in with the attack pilots, and you're just a super fast attack plane is all you are. And they have the fighter group comes in to protect you from the MiGs and the other stuff. And trouble is, the fighters also have to fly the bar caps, which you just fly, go up and circle a ship for 2 hours and come back and land, and they get pretty dull, and that's what we're doing now. It's our turn to be fighters. And of course the excitement, I mean, the excitement will come if they ever send any enemy airplanes out here, but you know they're not gonna. They haven't yet, and they probably never will, just because the bar cap's there. So we have to be up there, and you get a lot of flight time and a sore fanny, and you don't do anything. But it's I'm sure you've heard all this before. But so I'll say goodbye now, and because I'm really running out of things to say. So I'll say goodbye, and I hope this tape, if this tape works out pretty good, I'll keep running it through this kid's machine, because it only takes a minute to clean it off and send it out again. So I'll say goodbye and bye to Anini, and again, I'm very sorry about Mimi. I really don't know what to say, really. I'm just sorry. And Susan was pretty upset. She mentioned that she wanted to come up and she'd talk to you on the phone. So she asked me if she thought you should come up, and I said, I mean, by the time I'm sure the letters got back and forth, it was pretty late. But I really didn't think that you needed to go up unless you really wanted to. And so I guess it's in that position. So again, I'll say goodbye, and it was certainly enjoyed the tape with all the people talking, and I think this will work out. But I'll bye maybe.